What did you just say?
I said I was in Jake's loft the night he was shot.
Go on.
I saw him lying across the video console. I thought he was dead. And so I panicked and I ran. That's all there is to it.
That's all there is to it?
Yes.
I don't believe you, Iris.
Donna. Donna?
Angela has been talking to Bridget again. She keeps buying all of these boxes of tea
Donna,
with
what-
exotic names that are
What is
absolutely...
this?
Oh. That's part of the costume
This
that I
is
was
yours?
wearing. Yes, it's part of the costume I was going to wear to the Halloween party at the country club. Remember? We didn't go.
Yeah, I remember, Donna. We didn't go because that's the night Jake was shot.
Good heavens, Michael, what are you thinking?
All right. I'm going back to ordering groceries over the phone. Who needs those checkout lines? All those people crashed their carts into your ankles. What's wrong? Did something happen while I was out? No. You're still mad at me for burning the letters, aren't you? Oh, I'm angry, but not because of that. Well, are you going to tell me, or are you just going to sit there and look ticked off? Vicky, you told me that the papers you burned were letters from Jake to me. They were. Not all of them. Now, I went through and I found some unburned papers. One was from the hospital, and it had to do with the paternity suit. It did? Yes, it did. You weren't honest with me. You weren't protecting me last night. You were protecting yourself.
You.
Hey,
Hi.
Elena. What's going on?
Strange.
What's strange?
I've never seen you without your badge before.
Oh, yeah. Whole new look, huh?
I bet it's in your gym bag, huh?
No, actually, I took the day off, devoted myself to working up a sweat.
Well, we all need to sweat once in a while.
Yep. Listen, I'm going to go run a few laps, so if you'll excuse me.
Ryan,
Yeah.
I was just wondering, did you find out anything new since I told you about Jake bugging my phone?
No, not yet. But I'm still hopeful.
Well, I'll keep my fingers crossed for you.
Thanks.
You know, in a way, I'm kind of glad that whole thing came out, creepy as it was.
Why are you glad?
Well, because I think that you and I got off on the wrong foot.
Wrong foot? Why?
Because I didn't want to embarrass my new family. I know that's not an excuse, but I don't know, that is the reason why I was so rude.
Well, forget it.
You know, I'd really like to make it up to you.
How?
Forget the sweat. Let me buy you a drink.
Maybe sometime later.
Don't lie to me. I'm not. You were covering for yourself, too. I just want to wipe Jake out of both of our lives. I found the piece of paper from the hospital, and I threw it in with the letters. So why didn't you tell me about it? I didn't think I had to. I just wanted to forget that Stephen had anything to do with Jake. Please don't give me a hard time about it. Vicky, I hope you're being honest with me right now. I am. Good. Because I can't go through this unless you are. You wouldn't have to go through it at all. You're not going to start this again, please. Marley, all we would have to do is say that I could have been at Jake's loft that night. Vicky, we are not going to do it. That's the end of it. Cass says that he can easily demonstrate that I had a motive and opportunity. It's too close to the truth. You can't. Well, who cares? It would make them drop the case against you. You were there that night. So far, you and I are the only ones who know it. What if the DA finds out and tries to pin charges on you? What maneuver are you going to come up with then? This isn't a game. No, it's not, to either one of us. This is a real trial. There's going to be a judge and a jury and a prosecutor twisting everything you say, screaming that you were guilty. Now, this could be your only chance. Take it. Hi.
Lucas, I'm not lying. I'm not about this. I'm not.
Iris, I want to know why you went to Jake's in the first place and how that bug that you borrowed from me ties in with the surveillance equipment that the police found.
I gave the bug to Jake because it's sophisticate.
What are you talking about, Iris?
Well, you've seen the figures. Sophisticate was slipping. It's much worse than I made out the magazine might go under.
What does that have to do with the bug that you gave to Jake?
Well, I thought if I could get a jump on the other magazines, I could turn things around.
What are you talking about, Iris? You were going to bug the phones of other magazines?
I just wanted to save Sophisticate.
So, you did it to get a jump on the competition.
Well, I thought that's what Jake was using the bug for. Of course, when I realized my mistake, I tried to get out of it. And I went over to Jake's to pay him off. And when I got there, he was dead. Or at least that's what I thought.
You saw him lying there and you didn't help? You didn't call someone? You just took off?
Lucas, I panicked. I didn't know what to think. I just found myself in the car and I was driving home.
I see. Well, $250,000. That's a lot of money, Iris.
I know how much money
It's a hell of a lot of money to pay for surveillance work. And he wasn't even getting it done.
It wasn't for surveillance work. It was for his silence. If word got out of what I'd done, well, Corey Publishing would have been finished. And of course, Jake knew that. He took advantage of me. I couldn't let Daddy's company be destroyed because of a bad decision that I'd made.
So after Jake was shot, you decided to use me.
You? Oh, yes. The sculpture?
Yes, yes. So no one would question why you took the money out of your account.
I had to get you to buy it. There was no one else I could turn to.
Yeah. And you had me predate the sale.
Oh, I had to cover myself. I'm sorry. Now you know everything.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Tell Cass and Frankie.
I haven't had a chance to take the costumes back yet.
Donna.
You were going to go as Humphrey Bogart.
Donna.
I was going to go as Red
Donna, you
Fargo,
are babbling.
Except that this is the
Talk
wrong
to
color
me.
wig.
You're babbling.
Yes, I'm babbling. You just looked at me and acted as if I were some sort of a criminal, Michael.
Donna, I asked you a simple question
This is a
about
wig
this
for a party, a costume party. That's all.
That's all, huh? Well, you got to admit, I walk in here, Donna, you're checking the phone for bugs. What's
told
going
you
on
why.
here?
I told you. Jake could have been bugging Marley just like he's bugging everybody else in this town. What's happening to us, Michael?
I'm sorry, Donna. I really am sorry. Everybody in this town seemed to have something against Jake, and they pick on our daughter. Marley and Victoria had something to do with it.
But it doesn't mean that I
and
did,
you
Michael.
have done anything to protect them in the
But
past,
I would
Donna.
never do this in this instance. Michael, for heaven's sakes, we're talking about a shooting. I would never...
Give me your foot.
Why?
Give me your foot. Come on, up here. Oh, that's a very nice foot. What a great foot that is. Give me your other foot. Come on. Be brave. Oh. Thanks so much.
Michael, this is absolutely scandalous.
Well, you ain't seen nothing yet, honey. Everything's in place, Ryan.
Yeah, thanks, Carlos.
I just hope El Capitan doesn't have our hides for this.
Yeah, not if everything goes as planned. Believe me, I'll be grateful as hell.
Him? Grateful? That I've got to see.
Yeah. Well, you just do what you need to do. I'll just wait for word back here.
Thanks.
Excuse me. I was wondering. I'm sorry. Could I get a personal trainer? It'll probably just be for a few sessions.
Sure, no problem. Let me just check the availability.
Great, thanks.
A personal trainer, huh?
Yes. Do you have a problem with that?
Oh, we're just so happy for you, that's all.
And we're so touched by your rags to riches story.
It's just out of a Felicia Gallant novel, I swear.
All right, knock it off, the two of you.
And who are you, her personal bodyguard?
Come on, let's go get a sauna.
You okay?
Oh, hey, no big deal. I knew this would happen. I don't expect everyone to accept me.
Paulina. What are you doing after this?
Nothing. Why?
Well, I was wondering if that drink was still a possibility. Actually, I was hoping if I could take you out to dinner.
Well, I couldn't help but notice how happy Marley was to see you when you walked in the door.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I was wrong to say that you were only in love with Marley because she walks and talks and looks like me.
Is this for real?
Mm-hmm. I know you are in love with her because she's Marley.
I don't know what to say, Vicky.
Oh, I mean, of course, I'll always have a little thing for you because you are Stephen's father.
You'll always have a place in my life, too.
But I don't really think that's what's important right now. I mean, I think we have to talk about how Marley's been lately.
How do you mean?
Well, yeah, you've noticed. I mean, she's been pale and...
I know she's been tired.
tired. She doesn't even sleep. She doesn't
I'll talk
eat.
to her.
You will? Good. Now, when you do, I want you to convince her that my idea is right.
What idea?
Well, she has to let me say that I left the Opera House early the night Jake was shot. Now, the eyewitness says he saw Marley, but it could have been me. Jamie, this could get her off. I know you want that. Now, will you help me?
You take me away to another world.
Officer Harrison, if you can tear yourself away from the menu for just a minute.
Sorry.
I want to thank you for taking me to dinner. You really came to my rescue at the spa today.
It's a little early for thank yous, don't you think? I mean, you might have a lousy time.
I'm sure that wouldn't be your fault.
Oh, no, probably not. I am a very funny and charming guy.
How come you didn't have any plans for dinner tonight?
Well, all the people that know that I am very funny and charming weren't available tonight.
Not even your brother?
No, he had to go to D.C. for a couple days.
And Vicky?
What about her?
Well, I thought you'd be seeing her tonight.
Not. What do you say we split a Caesar salad for starters?
Must be hard,
What's hard?
dating the sister of someone you just arrested.
Not. Vicky and I are history. Vicky, I understand what you're trying to do.
Terrific. Then you'll talk to her. Talk to her right away.
Wait, hold on a minute. We all want to help her, but telling a lie to...
Lie? Who said anything about a lie? I did leave the Opera House early. And I could have shot Jake. You accused me of it yourself.
Did you?
Now, if you think it's a possibility, then so could the jury. We just have to get Marley to agree.
Marley
to the
didn't
idea.
shoot Jake, and neither did you. I just think we'd be better off if we find out the truth.
Jamie, you are living in Never Never Land. This is the real world. The cops aren't even investigating anymore. The DA thinks she has an airtight case. Now, why do you think they're all of a sudden going to come up with new evidence?
Cass says most of what they have is circumstantial. That means the DA
That
may be...
She is going to have to make Marley look as guilty as hell.
You really want to do this?
I can handle anything that DA woman dishes out.
Yeah, you probably can.
It would save us both.
But what do you mean, both?
Jamie, we just have to do this. You've got to convince her you're the only one that can. Okay, I'm all set. Jamie, could we just go to Avery's first? I saw something for Donna in their ad.
Avery's it is.
Oh, yeah, I've got to head out myself. I've got some errands. Jamie, I'm sure you'll think about that Christmas present we were talking about. Bye. Have fun. What Christmas present?
Nothing. Look, I'll talk to you about it later.
Something
Come on,
for
let's
me?
go. No, let's go. Come on.
Yeah, you're getting rid of me because
Go.
it's a present for me, isn't it? I promise. Lucas, you can't do this to me.
Stop being so dramatic.
Cass will think I shot Jake.
Well, how can he? I mean, if it happened the way you said, you have nothing to hide, right?
Of course, publishing will be finished. I'll lose my position in the company.
Iris, there was a girl accused of attempted murder.
But Rachel will use this to ruin me. I'll lose my family.
I'm sorry.
Please, you're sorry? Is that all? You're sorry? It's because of you this has all happened and you're sorry.
Because of me? How does that work?
Well, if you hadn't left me that way, I wouldn't be in this ridiculous position.
Boy, is that a stretch, even for you.
Lucas, I had no one else to turn to. I made the mistake of falling in love with you. And now you're going to destroy me and everything in my life. I've already lost you to Felicia. Please don't make me lose everything else. Please.
Okay. I won't say anything.
Thank you.
For now. But if I find out you're lying to me, God help you.
I can't tell you what this means to me.
I remember my first ride. It lasted all of about, 10 seconds. My father put me on the saddle, horse took off at a gallop, and I went flying. I broke my arm in 2 different places.
How old were you?
5, 6.
And your father let you ride by yourself?
Well, he was from the learn-by-doing school. I learned to swim by being thrown into a lake and damn near drowned. But I became the captain of the high school swimming team, so I guess the old man knew something. Besides, it was the Harrison way.
Well, I was going to ask you if you could give me a couple of riding lessons, but if you take after your father...
No, I don't. My brother does. My brother definitely takes after my father. And he doesn't take that very lightly. Grant is being groomed to be in the White House.
How does that make you feel?
Hungry. Now, where do you think that waiter could be?
Well. Is this becoming a habit? Officer Harrison and Jake's ex-bed partner out on the town together. Wow.
You go stretch out on the couch.
I'm not sick. I'm just tired.
Hey, who's the
Jamie.
physician here?
Look at this stuff.
Never mind that. I'll take it. Lie down. Come on.
Jamie, I wish you would stop worrying about
And
me.
I wish you'd stop talking and just lay down. Come on. You admitted that you haven't been feeling well.
I'm just a little tired, that's all.
Marley, you were dragging since the first store we hit.
Well, one good night's sleep and I'll be back to normal. Oh. Okay, I'm ready for the box.
Let me get you a blanket. Where do you keep it?
In the closet down there.
Okay.
From I didn't order anything from Barrington's. Is this from you?
What?
I love surprises. Is this from you? Let's see. Are you keeping something from me?
Open. Let's see.
It is. together forever. Not Jake. I can't get away from him. No matter what I do, I can't get away from him.